Hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Can you hear me okay? Okie dokie. Hope you're all having a fantastic Saturday. I'm ready to spend some money. Not a lot of money, but a little bit. Hello, gents, Biffer and Jordan. Good to see you. Eric, hi there. James. Hello, folks. I've managed to resist the urge, and this is the first time I've gone on to the Vinegar Syndrome Sale page to see some of the new things they've got. And I'm going to do the usual for what I do. I'll add stuff to the basket, and then at the end I'll decide whether I actually need it or not. Hey, Biffer, you mean the new job? You mean the returning to work? Returning to work is hard. You've probably seen less of me doing live streams and interacting because work's just kicking my ass. Murdersville, you've spent yours already. I think most people have been on. So I've I don't feel that FOMO where I need to spend or I need to buy things. I'm good to just take my time and add to the shopping basket things that I need. So you were going to pick up a couple of titles, but the shipping was pretty steep. So you're just going to encourage me. Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate that. Being a subscriber, I don't have any shipping charges, which makes it easier. Name any villains who deserve their own movie spin-off like Cruella and Joker. I wonder if you guys have any answers for that. A movie villain. I don't know. I can't think of any that I would really like to see. You know, I'd like to see a Lo Pan movie from Big Trouble in Little China, all about how he became the age-old magician. Looking forward to hearing some recommendations and considering the halfway subscription. Let's have a look at the halfway package and see what the cost is. So, completionist is if you want porn. I just go for the horror and exploitation. And international ads, shipping to it. And down here, it gives you a list of everything that's coming for the rest of the year. And there's a couple of box sets that look quite interesting. Some more UHDs and things like that. Father Sack. You'd love to see a Hans Gruber movie set before Die Hard. Yeah, like a kind of heist movie, but one that goes right. Right, well, there you go. I'm kind of ignorant on that. So the halfway subscription is looking about 380. And there will be shipping on top of that, which will probably be about 50 quid. So you're looking about 430. And then depending on how you buy it, if you pay through PayPal and use your credit card, you get a better exchange rate as well. Just food for thought. So Alien from LA is one of the VSA new releases, which a woman goes looking for her father, I believe, and ends up in Atlantis. It's Kathy Ireland's first role. I'm going to add that to the basket straight away. Yes, Amazon's crazy prices yesterday were excellent. Unfortunately, they wouldn't ship any to me, so I got nothing. Hang on, is Alien from LA like a VSA? Oh, that's included in my subscription, so I'm getting that anyway. Cool. saving money already. Let's see. Champagne and Bullets, which was also known as, I'm sure it tells you, Get Even. We'll add that to the cart. And Alley Cat, which looks like a kind of Death Wishes kind of movie. I got an email telling me about these announcements, so I knew they were there. And I like the VSAs, so absolutely getting that. Most titles I got didn't have slips, but wanted Candy Snatchers, and it was getting low hundreds for the standard edition. Wow, Candy Snatchers is a great movie. A little 70s exploitation piece of fun. Let's see. And then they also do this thing where they bring out legacy slipcases. So it's movies that they've already had released where they just put a new fancy slipcase on it and hope people will buy it up. So these new ones are Nightmare Weekend, Murder Weapon, Deadly Embrace, Sugar Cookies, and Count Dracula's Great Love. There's none there that really jump out at me. So you guys can let me know whether those are titles worth picking up or not. Yeah, it's easily done. Last year, I jumped on when the sale started and I went crazy. So much so that I was kind of chasing my tail, paying up, buying back the money because I bought 31 titles, I think, last time. And I'm not doing that. I'm getting 6 or 7, whatever gets me to like £100. And that's me. If I need to take things out the basket, so be it. Nearly picked up 2 for 25 on Amazon 4K yesterday, but resisted. Yeah, Jordan, I was the same. I was looking at Blade as well. That dropped to £13. I was tempted. Eric, you bought Deadly Games Dial Code Santa Claus. That's a wonderful movie. Really kind of artistic in its design and just wonderfully weird and odd and kind of mixes a lot of tones, which are really funny. I kind of like it. Movie database. I'm working all weekend, so it won't be that great. I think I'm excited about the new releases. Like I've already got my order in for. Well, I get these anyway, but the Scanner Cop 1 and 2 set, which just looks like really cool. It's got that kind of cutout part here. 2 4K double pack. The artwork's pretty amazing. I like the design of the box. It just looks neat. Quite colourful, and then like some of the pictures of the movie just look bonkers. Look at that. Like that's crazy. Like I'm really excited about that one. And then it's got Richard Lynch in it as well. Where is he? There he is. You need a bad guy in the 80s. That's the man to go to. I'm excited for that. That looks great. Yeah. Let's see what else we've got. So Andy, Andy, I think I was talking to you. You got the subscription package, I believe. I think, and some more titles. What else did you get? Let me know. Jordan, the Don't Panic PJs look pretty awesome, but to be honest, I would never wear them. Yeah, just be wary with Vinegar Syndrome, because you know the old adage, like never judge a book by its cover. Never judge any of these movies by their slip covers or designs, because they are simply amazing. So I've got the 2 VSAs that I wanted, which is Champagne Bullets and Alley Cats. The Televised Terror, the Cardona Collection, Surf 2, and all these ones at the top are all included with my package, so I don't need to worry about them. I was going to have a look at limited editions still in stock, and we'll go old to new. I kind of tell it, like this one interests me. I'm going to add it to the cart. I'm not 100% sure as yet. Yeah. I've looked at it a couple of times. And Malibu High, I want as well. So add that to the cart. I'm glad that's still around, because I've heard that's a really good movie. And I think that is me for the moment. It's not my kind of style to go bonkers for titles, but you know, that looks interesting enough. I want to have a look and see what's available in the Fun City editions. I don't know if these are going to be. See, Jeremy, that looked great, and I think the limited edition is sold out. So we'll add the standard to the cart. That looked quite good. And Walking the Edge is a kind of who's in this? Robert Forster and Joe Spinell. This looked really quite good. I saw the trailer for this. I watched about 30 seconds and I was like, done. I'm in. So we'll add that to the cart as well, which is the cart's already jumping up to a ridiculous level. I'll get discounted amounts on some of the titles as well because I'm a subscriber. The scanner's caught picture looks like me after a day at the park with my son. yeah, well put. Just any day with the kids. I've heard that all these titles are amazing, but I'm just going to go for those two at the moment. I wonder if Prospect is down any. That's still too expensive. I like that movie, but I'm not paying that kind of money for it. And I wonder if there's any more. Oh, there is. Vigilante. And The Final Countdown. Smile, yeah, it's not, but looking at the prices, it's one that I don't mind about the slipcover. I'm happy to wait and get it next time. Let's just go to, look up, just all releases. We'll scroll back. So I'm going to jump a few pages because I've got everything from here. Well, hello, you just missed out on the Forgotten Giallo Box Volume 2. Oh, but you bought some other nice titles, you hope. Well, let me know what you bought. And I'll let you know if I've seen them. VS releases are usually excellent. Andrew is saying, new to Vinegar Syndrome, how would you describe their movie releases? Some of the films look like those you'd find in the back aisles of video stores in the 80s. That's the perfect description, actually. It's kind of low budget movies from the 70s, 80s, 90s, the kind of thing that's been long forgotten, the kind of movies that have had the treatment that these kind of movies shouldn't really have, but wow. God bless them for doing it. They'd all be blind buys. It's kind of, yeah, most of them, even for me, are blind buys. But you know, you only live once. Can anybody tell me anything about Night Beast? It looks pretty weird. Yes, Daughters of Darkness 4K is available on here. I bought it at the start of the month when it came on. Yeah, Murdersville, I'm thinking the same. The BFI have released it, so I may just pick up that edition. Night Beast has me curious. Let's see what else we see here. Oh, I really fancy this. Apparently this is a really good Giallo. Joe Seberg. But I've heard wonderful things about that, so I'm going to get it. Death Row Game Show is one you remember from the video store days, covered in dust in a giant clamshell case. Dark Room and Grandmother's House came out in 88 films, and Dominique was a wonderful movie. Really enjoyed that one. Uninvited, it's been a long time since I've seen that. Is that the George Kennedy one? George Kennedy, yes. So you're torn between getting the Homegrown Horrors Volume 1 by Vinegar Syndrome or the William Castle Volume 1. The Homegrown Horror set, I think, was going to hang about for a while, possibly to the next sale. The William Castle set has got my favourite William Castle movie in it, Homicidal. So I would say go for that first. And worst case scenario, the box set Homegrown Horror sells out and you get a standard release in an Amory case. You're still going to get the movies, still going to get the extras. It'll be fine. The video store I visited, yes, I believe that was a smell that they all had. Night Beast is actually one I've heard about. Got a good write-up in Exploitation USA. I may go back to it. Mausoleum is awesome. I would love to have had that slipcover because that's a terrific release. Cutting Class is Brad Pitt. You just see him there. Brad Pitt in a slasher. What more do you want? The shipping costs are up here. Let's see, $16, which is roughly about £12. But if you decide to go back and add more items, you don't need to pay any more shipping, and it usually comes remarkably quick. I've never had a problem with customs either. Yeah, go for the William Castle. I wish Penitentiary was still available. It's one that kind of definitely long gone. Yeah. Add it to the cart as a possible maybe think about. Jill Scholing is in Cutting Class's selling point. Yes. It's awesome in popcorn as well. So Cinema San, you bought Smile. The Collar is a great pickup. That's one of my favourites. Fade to Black. Great movie. Satan's Blood. Yep, that's another great one. Count Dracula's Great Love I've not seen. The Corruption of Chris Miller I've picked up myself. Double Exposure note and the Agfa horror trailers. Yeah, I was curious about that. Le Femme Object, Six String Samurai, and the Tough Ones. I'm waiting on the Tough Ones because it's getting an 88 film release, so I'll pick it up then. Let's see. That's not too bad. Going to browse the website and report back. Cool, do it. $8 shipping to Canada, great price. Because I'm a subscriber, they just add it to my next package, so I don't need to really worry about shipping. But if you see any titles that you know, oh, hang on a wee sec. Let's go back. My Chauffeur. Why did that? Deborah Foreman. Yeah. Yeah. Shot is cool. I picked up at the last sale. It was really good. I really enjoyed that one, actually. Let's see what else we have here. Red Mob, the Hearse. Psycho Cop returns. This sounds like something I should be interested in. I don't think I'll go for it. I love that cover. There we go. You love My Chauffeur. And you couldn't even get through the checkout. It kept bringing up the PayPal checkout over and over again. That's weird. Let's have a look at some of the images on. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Wow, 33 titles. Andy, send me a list. I'm curious to see what you got. Liquid Sky is excellent. I think I'm going to order that and a couple of others rather than do the half. Yeah, dip your toe in. See what you feel about it. and then maybe go for the sub next year. Who'd win in a fight, Psycho Cop or Maniac Cop? I've never seen Psycho Cop, and I love Maniac Cop 2, so I'm going to go for that one. Jack Frost. Has anybody seen Jack Frost? I know this has got Shannon Elizabeth in it. I believe that's her there. That looks a little bit funky. Did ordering films from the US to get UK get better after Brexit? I think so. Definitely the exchange rate worked in my favour a little bit. I've never had a problem. Vinegar Syndrome have started using FedEx rather than Royal Mail, so the stuff's getting here in a matter of like 48 hours from leaving their dispatch to arriving in the UK, which is crazy, crazy good. The telephone book, I think, was a nice surprise. You saw it yesterday. Great, brilliant. That gives me a little bit of justification for adding that. I'm really tempted by Jack Frost. I think I'm going to add it to the. Like I said, I'm not buying all these. I'll start to take stuff out. I've used PayPal credit before ordering from Vinegar Syndrome, and I've never had a problem with it. Jack Frost is bad. Is it one of those so bad it's good, or is it just bad? Psycho Cop Return seems awesome. Yeah, I'm with you there. Sugar Cookies is also worth a watch. Rick, can you sell me on it? Can you tell me a little bit about it? Falstack is bad. That's not good. See, Death Machines. Which is probably just one of these bugs in the system. Death Machines. This looks kind of funky. Oh, hello. This looks a little bit like Death Promise, just aesthetically. You'd give it another watch, you might like it now. Yeah, I think you become accustomed to those kind of movies. I definitely have. Hobgoblins. Yeah, Mark, I've heard that's great. I've added that to my basket just now, and it's one I'm probably going to buy. And Death Machines is definitely so bad it's good. Hobgoblins. I don't know that one. I love going through these stills because the images are just absolutely bonkers, taken out of context. Okay. Is that kind of like a horrified Gremlin ripoff? Death Row game show? This looks kind of funny. You watched a film called Terror at Red Wolf Inn with your sister, and you absolutely loved it. I can't say I've ever heard of that one. Sounds good though. Sugar Cookies is a soft-core crime revenge flick. Got some Rudy Ray Moore movies here. I've heard things about the Candy Tangerine Man. and I do like my blaxploitation. Funny you say that. I've been wanting to see Amsterdam for the longest while. Pigs is great, or Daddy's Deadly Daughter. The Bees looks kind of funky. Just need some. Oh, there's John Saxon. Just need some added Nicolas Cage. There's some bee action. Do we have any? Oh, it's John Carradine. Right, too many movies, not enough time. Another vote for Amsterdam. I think that's in the recommended section. Ooh. Hard to explain. Sugar Cookies, but Lynn Lowry. 70s psychological thriller, if you're into that stuff. Well, is it anything along the lines of, say, Candy Snatchers, that kind of feeling? Women versus Movies, great title. Someone will get the hint and buy the ones you... The reason I'm in as is I go, do I want to watch that title? Is that something that, because if I buy it, I need to watch it. So I need to be sure that these are things that I'm going to watch. Ah, right, that awesome drive-in box set with the 200 movies. Goddamn FOMO. Wow, it's pricey. See, I'm wondering if that's going to get a 4K disc at one point. Yeah, I'll add it to the cart, but I'm not that seems expensive considering what some of the other discs are. Yeah, Pigs is amazing. It's a wonderful performance from the lead character as well. I had no idea what was going on in that movie, and I loved the twists. Amsterdam, you saw in the theatres at the time, loved it. And you want to grab that one some other time. See, it's not on sale, which is kind of leaning me towards get it another time. No, you didn't miss it. I didn't talk about Don't Panic because I already had that one. I might go back to the ones I've got and just talk through some of them, but two Mexican actors that are very well known these days. I don't think I noticed that. See, Blue Underground are upgrading a lot of their titles because they just announced Maniac Cop 2 and 3 are getting the 4K treatment. So it makes me think about holding off. Every time you click through the stills, you see a sexy 80s girl with big hair. Don't stop clicking through the stills because that's just what they all are. Madman who got an arrow. Yeah, it's just getting to all kind of like porn titles now. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I really like the idea of getting that set. Right, okay, so titles that I've got that are at good prices were just, I strongly recommend All American Murder. I really loved that. The first pressing had a messed up encode. Yeah, Rorschach, I was with you. I'm going to hold off and see if that drops at any point. It just seems very expensive, and I'm not willing to pay that for it. So let's see what other good ones I've got here. Forgotten Giallo, Volume 3 at that price is an absolute bargain and should be bought. The VSU limited edition set of Beastmaster is sold out, but even at £17, that's a terrific buy. Do I think Elijah Wood has seen Hot Fuzz? Absolutely. The Slaughterhouse out of print case is amazing, better than the actual movie. Let's see, as Eric bought earlier on, Deadly Games. That's an amazing disc. And then you go All American Murder and Corruption of Chris Miller are on Tubi TV with their new transfers if you want to preview before buying. Yeah, I strongly check them out. Let's see. So, movies that I would strongly recommend. Grave Robbers is terrific. It's, 12 quid. It's Friday the 13th part 6 pretty much, and it's Mexican. It's amazing. It's got an Uzi toting sheriff, which is great, just great. The Collar. I love this movie. A lot of people are put off by the ending. It's amazing. It's pretty much just McDowell and Smith. He turns up at the door one day. She's a cabin in the woods, and they have this back and forth interaction, and it feels as if there's so much subtext going on between their conversation that you just want to figure out what is going on. Some films that caught your eye: Beastmaster, Don't Panic, Silent Madness, Pandemonium, Candy Snatchers, and Demon Wind. I don't Panic is good. I'd swap it out for Grave Robbers, and Pandemonium is a bit hit and miss as a horror comedy. I don't think it lands. Candy Snatchers is excellent. Excellent. Snapshot. I can't say I've ever heard of that one. Let's see. Oh, Blood Games. When I did my top 10 list of Arrow sale, Vinegar Syndrome sale purchases, this was one title that I had to leave off the list, which was unfortunate. It's a terrific movie. A female baseball team and hillbillies try to rape and murder them. It's pretty much it. It's action-centric and it's wonderful. Yeah, Beastmaster at the price it is, £17 for a 4K disc. It's a no-brainer. Let's see what else there is. Deadline is wonderful. Pale Blood is it's an unusual one, and I feel unsure about recommending it. So you get this vampire that flies into LA because there are people being murdered, and it looks like a vampire's doing it, and he's trying to investigate and see if there is another of his kind. And it's really quite fun. So there's some. It's got Wings Hauser in it as well, which is always good. It's a little bit slow, but I kind of liked the way it was laid out. Of course, Tammy and the T-Rex, which got a UK release as well, but this is the 4K. Wonderfully absurd movie. Snapshot is always exploitation. I do like that. Is Grave Robbers one where they have the satanic sacrifice? It's kind of set in the older days, like kind of medieval days, and there is a witch. Yeah, there is a warlock person who comes back from the dead. With all the online discussions, not only about your coffee intake, but your many sealed out of print box sets, do you think you'll end up unwrapping these? Probably at some point. Josie Bizzett and Jenny Agutter are always worth the upgrade, no matter which film. Yeah. Wings Hauser was all Awesome in the Wind. Which I may just... Is it in this one? Yes, it is. And Joel sent me that, so I've got the Wind to watch at some point. Yeah, I think that this type of thing here, the over 1,000 left in stock, is FOMO inducing. You know, if you get to a movie like limited edition still in stock, let's go to some older ones. So we'll jump into Malibu High. So it's got 341 left, but this is real time. So if somebody buys one, it's going to disappear. There's every possibility that I could go to my cart and something will have vanished. Pinnacle. Oh, thank you for the nice words. Watch the Wind. It seems pretty divisive, but you think it's absolutely brilliant. Fair enough. I do like Master Askus, so there's a good chance I'm going to like it. And Hitcher in the Dark on Tubi. Yeah, that's worth checking out, I suppose. So I'm just going to have a look at the partner labels. Let's see what Agfa has. See, there's none that really jump out at me there. I don't know. I know nothing about these other than the McPherson tape, which I was somewhat curious. Altered Innocence. Yeah, no, nothing for me there. I do wish that was a little bit cheaper. Prospect. I'll get to it. I will get to it. I'm planning this week because I've got a couple of days off where I'm just going to sit and watch movies. Mikey, it's weird. It's all exploitation, horror, cheesy 80s stuff, practical effects laden. It's a bit of a minefield if you've never bought anything before. See, I don't know what to do now. Is Deathline with Donald Pleasance? Yeah, that's good. That's the one about the cannibals in the railway station, isn't it? I think. Yeah, I think I'm done. So let's see what I've got in the cart. And let's see what I'm whittling it down to. So right, I'm definitely getting Champagne and Bullets, Alley Cat. From here upwards, we can give and take. Yep, Deathline's amazing. Yeah, see, I'm curious about Amsterdam. Yeah, I've got my budget. I'm sticking to it. I'm not going above it. It's ideally about £100, if that, which is way above what I'm on. And then I can use a discount code for these two to bring them down a little bit. The slipcovers can get you. I'm kind of managing to go away from that. Night Owl is a good, dark, weird New York City flick. The Bad Old Days kind of flick. And there's Eric just coming on with some enabling. Do you know what? I think I'm going to take. See, these are big purchases as well. Vigilante in the Final Countdown, and I'm in two minds about whether to get them just now or just leave them till later on. Because the price I'm paying for those, I can get a couple of other titles. Right, and have you received them? Did you like those titles? I hope. I mean, the Walkabout one is a standout. It's awesome. Is Deathline Exploitation? I think I might be thinking of a different one because I'm thinking of a British movie. Corruption is awesome, as is Amsterdam. I'm a little bit worried about Amsterdam because I would expect Blue Underground to maybe do the 4K of it at some point. And the 4K is only like a couple of pounds more than that. Yeah, the basket jumped quickly. There's some pricier stuff in there that I'm looking at getting rid of. Like, do I need these two immediately? Can I wait? Do I need the special edition of this with the CD? Right, bye, Mikey. I think it just sold out, Andy, because mine came without the slipcover as well. And Corruption of Chris Miller is a terrific Spanish Giallo. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. Anybody tell me about the telephone book? There's a exploitation film you've been meaning to see called Death Something. Is it Sudden Death? Hobgoblins is no ghoulies. Yeah, I'll second that. Revenge is awesome. Right, okay. Final Countdown is fun, but it's not a must-have, so goodbye, Final Countdown. There we go. Look, just rocked it down already. And there's a second nail in the coffin, so we took that out. Okay, I'm going to take out the other one as well, because I don't need that. They'll be there. I can get them at any point. They're not on sale. Telephone book is arty, weird, and fun. Let's have a look at the synopsis for that again. Sex obsessed hippie. See, I don't know if I'm actually interested in that or if it's just the slipcover that's swaying me. Take the slipcover away and it drops by £5 or £4. Yeah, bye. That's telephone book's going away. And buy it without the slip. Yeah, you don't need this. I've just taken it out. I've decided, looking at some of the screenshots and that, it's just I wasn't sold on it. Let's see, what will I do? What will I do? So save some money there, there, and there. I think I'm going to take Amsterdam out. I'm not sold on that, and I think it could. I think it could get a 4K, and that would annoy me. My chauffeur. Jack Frost is okay. You would ditch it. There's a softcore movie with experimental elements. See, I don't know if I'm 100% sold on that. That doesn't sound. There we go. Words of wisdom. Choosing is hard. I'm kind of weird when it comes to movies, so I like to watch them in order if possible. And somehow in the last sale, I bought Penitentiary 2. In fact, I've got it sitting right there. It's looking right at me. But I haven't seen the first one, and I can't watch the second one until I've watched the first one. I kind of need to keep that. So I've got the Candy Snatchers. That's an amazing movie. It's just sitting right down here. Absolutely love that film. So I think if I take one more out, which it is one of these. I think I'm kind of settled on Champagne and Bullets, Alley Cat, Malibu High, Jeremy, and Walking the Edge. Corruption of Chris Miller. Those are all ones that I want, and I need to lose one from these three. So Penitentiary, My Chauffeur, and Jack Frost. So if you guys have any tips or advice, now's the time to really hit it. Sugar Cooties is better than the Telephone Book, co-written by Lloyd Kaufman. And you're exactly the same. You can't watch films out of order either. Yeah, okay, Andy. You got FOMO'd by the slipcases, didn't you? Keep Jack Frost. Ditch Jack Frost. Hello. I would add it to the basket, but I've got enough there already. I'm not adding anything else. Walking the Edge is a solid flick with Robert Forster. Yeah. I watched the trailer for that and I was sold. And there's Murdersville with the FOMO. Right, okay, My Chauffeur. Can anybody tell me about it? And why I should keep it, other than Deborah Foreman? And there's Eric coming on with, if I ditch Jack Frost, there will be consequences. And I believe you, Eric. Definitely a slipcase FOMO buy, and you're not ashamed. Okay, so I'm seriously considering taking My Chauffeur out of this because I know nothing about it. Now, this is a phrase I don't like. You know, I think Chauffeur is overrated 80s teen flick. Yet, 80s teen flick is something that I like. You ordered a stupid amount of films and you got it with the 3D viewer. Oh man, it's easy to get wrapped up in this sale. It really is. I take one more title and then I get savings off of these three titles. No, we're not. We're talking about the slasher one with Shannon Elizabeth being stabbed by a carrot, I believe. Okay, right. My Chauffeur is going. Okay. 8 titles. 117. I'll lose probably another $10 off that with my discount code. I'm happy. Very happy with that. That's the ones that I will go for. I've kept Jack Frost, Eric. It's all good. I'm just wondering, does anybody buy these kind of things? I remember having them as a kid. Like the little reel for it is £10. That's mental. You tried buying The Last American Virgin. My Chauffeur is an 80s teen comedy. I do like teen comedies. Don't get me wrong, guys. It's my kind of thing. So what's the next sale going to be? Will it be Arrow? Yep, it's whatever I was buying was blind buys anyway. I hadn't seen any of them. I'm excited to get my hands on them. Yeah, I think Black Friday always seems to be the big releases. So I'm honestly quite curious about that. I'm really looking forward to get this. I've never seen it before. It's got one of those awesome sets. The VSU's coming. Criterion is July. I'm after that Godzilla set. That looks really good. So maybe I'll just, that's enough. I can wait to July now. Maybe get something else. HMV Premium Collection sale soon. I'd be interested in that. We've got a late call for Get Death Row Game Show. I would. My choices have been made. I think I'm quite happy with my choices. Some of your best films you've ever seen were blind buys. Yeah, a lot of mine are. I love blind buys. That's where my main purchases come from. You couldn't wait with Six Ring Samurai. You had to have it now. I checked out the trailer for this and it just looks completely up my street. Just everything about it looks awesome. This kind of Elvis Costello looking guy. A lone samurai wandering through the deserts. I mean, look at the cinematography there. That's stunning. I like this kind of post-apocalyptic setup. More of that cinematography. I mean, this looks a terrific movie. Is the Pretty Peaches trilogy porn? Yes, I believe so. James has got some recommendations. Honestly, if you're on to Vinegar Syndrome and it's your first time, I think you need to get the Beastmaster. What is that in this now? How many discs are in this? Does it say? The Beastmaster you have to buy. The Beastmaster was an amazing movie. And at that price for the 4K, which should come with a Blu-ray and then a Blu-ray of extras as well, is a fantastic bargain. But it hurts the most when it's a dud. Yeah, when you've wasted your money. There's a big Kino sale in June. I've not ordered from Kino before. Surf 2 is great. The soundtrack kills it. Yeah, that's probably the one that I'm most on the fence about from the current pitch. So on my next package, I should get all the movies I ordered and this set, and these 4 titles as well. Caligula was one of those weird movies where the porn was added after the fact. Yeah, it went really quick. One of my friends wanted the limited edition set, and I jumped on about an hour after the sale started yesterday just to quickly look for that one title, and it was gone already. He wanted a hand. Well, basically, didn't want to pay the postage for shipping, so I said I would get it for him and just pass it on. Nostromo, you got Dolly Dearest and Codename Santa. Yeah, Codename Santa is awesome. Awesome. It's a wonderful movie. You'll love it. This is something I know nothing about, but I'm kind of curious. The Cardona Collection Volume 1, the first of 3 sets, I believe. It's actually quite a decent price just now. The Treasure of the Amazon, the Bermuda Triangle, and Cyclone. Yeah, people say it's a kind of precursor for Home Alone, only it's far, far darker. Kind of love the old throwback cover on this as well. Televised Terror sounds pretty good. The artwork was quite controversial. A lot of people did not like it. This is Are You in the House Alone, Calendar Girl, Murders and Child in the Night. Elijah Wood is in that. Yes, I picked up their silent action release, and I'm looking forward to their Luds one. Here's the wind. Still to watch it though. Yeah, Home Alone's kind of silly. This is more realistic, where it's like a crazed killer who will torture and destroy the boy if he can get his hands on him. Hi Darren, the Cardona box set is excellent. You've seen 2 of the titles, but Cyclone was really good, but shortened to 100 minutes. So because I think it was Cyclone. That's wrong set. So I'm going to be getting a bunch of movies to keep me busy. Yeah, Cyclone's like 119 minutes, so that's almost 20 minutes taken off. Yes, I love Deborah Foreman from the moment I saw April Fool's Day. I was in. The Wind in a Blue Case. Hey, beggars can't be choosers. It was sent to me, so I don't mind. Check out the cover for Tales of Canterbury. Is that on here? Yeah, it's definitely one of the porn titles. Now, Imprint isn't really a company I've had much of a look at, so let's do that. Imprint. Well, I'm not going to lie. Opening up straight away and seeing a Hammer horror set looks pretty good. Brotherhoods of Satan. The Dead Zone. Never heard of The Awakening, but that cover looks amazing. Have I seen the new Conjuring yet? No, I have not, but I'm looking forward to going to see it. I love the first 2, and I hope it's on par. Oh my goodness, it's sold out. So, are these limited discs, or is it going to be restocked? Does anybody know? It doesn't say limited edition slipcase with the first 1,500 copies. No. That's one of the Bava movies that I haven't seen as yet. Imprint have the Dead Zone. Yeah, it looks pretty good as well. Jason, I'm new to Vinegar Syndrome. Are they region locked? Thanks very much for the super chat. If you go onto the product page and you scroll down, it says within the titles that whether they're region free or whether they're blocked. Some of them are. Let's go back to the main page. So if I go to, which one do I know is locked? Grave Secrets. Tells you it's region A. It's a handful of titles, and most of them are MGM titles, which looks as if they're going to be disappearing pretty soon. So let's see if I can find any more that I know off the top of my head. Silent Madness, I think, is that? No, it's region free. They've got all the information on the pages, so it's quite good. They don't hide it. Have I ordered the Cardona set? It's coming as part of the subscription. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I don't know anything about the guy at all. I just know it looks interesting. Smile is region A. Imprint are great, but £30 a title. I never actually looked at the money. So, wow, yeah, okay. That's kind of pricey. Oh, but Drugstore Cowboy, I love that movie. Oh, what? They've got Let It Ride. Richard Dreyfuss. Ah, man. A worldwide first on Blu-ray. Not a problem, Jason. Thanks for watching. I talked about this in another stream. This is an awesome movie. Richard Dreyfuss plays a down-on-his-luck gambler that goes to the track one day and has an incredible amount of luck. It's so much fun. Hopefully, a UK label will release that. Shout Factory has Danger Diabolique. See, I need somebody here to release it. Man, that's such a good movie. So Imprint seem to have quite a... Where's that little sale button up there? They seem to have a lot of titles. When did they start? Does anybody know? So it's a lot of kind of crap there. TV nonsense. Which I actually watched a TV series over the past couple of days called Panic on Amazon Prime, which was pretty good. It's not often I sit and watch TV shows, but that one was quite good. It was a bit like Nerve, the movie. The Three Ninjas trilogy. So it's got DVDs and Blu-rays. So they kind of run with I take it it's like a special edition first with the slipcase, and then that kind of disappears and it's just regular releases after that. They've got some nice titles, but they do the bundle pack as well. The Straight Story 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 titles for 180. That's quite pricey. I wonder what the import charges are like. Just a lot of the recent ones. So we have Spookies, Pledge Night, Tammy and the T-Rex. There's one other one, Raw Force, that have all recently been from Vinegar Syndrome releases, and you get them at really good prices here. And it pretty much is the VS disc, just porting all the extras over, with the exception of Tammy and the T-Rex, which had the 4K disc. An important game on football. Yeah, the prices are a bit high. Wow, look at that. 400 quid. What was in that? Major Dundee, Danger Diabolique, The Day of the Locust, Hard 8, Winslow Boy, the Bob Hope Collection, Essential Film Noir, and Jonathan Livingston Seagull. A couple of box sets. Man, that's expensive stuff. Yep, Pigs and Pets also. Yeah, they're on 88 films. They've also got is it Star as well. About 2 years ago with this current range. Okay, right. Films are better than football, yes. I got 101 Films Black Christmas for £5. Bargain. It's a wonderful disc loaded with extras. And Imprint is the boutique arm of Via Vision. I see. See, there's limits to what I'm willing to pay for a movie. £30 is... It seems too much. It's ridiculous. As much as I would like it, I just hope that someone is going to release it here. Have I ordered the new? No, I want to look a little bit more into that one. Brotherhood of Satan looks wonderful. So I'm tempted with that. Over here. There's what we're talking about. Love the artwork and Satanic Panic. Got to love it. Yep. I'll have a look at deep discount. If I could pick up Let It Ride for 20 quid, I think I would buy it. I like it that much. Brotherhood of Satan. Oh, it's pretty good. Right, guys. I'm going to go and purchase my cart. Once more, there's what I've got. Pretty happy with it. I'm going to leave you all alone. I know some people want to see the football. Let's see what we've got. Jason, you own Satanic Panic, but you've not watched it. I watched it again the other day. Terrific horror comedy. Really wacky. Great fun. Do it. Yes, Beaver. I can't even look at Arrow this month, so this is what I'm going to be buying. Comfortable. It's roughly at my budgeted amount, which I'm happy with. So I'm going to leave you guys to have a wonderful night, and I'll be back with another live stream soon. We'll talk about movies and other kind of stuff like that. Let's see. Oh, one last question. Have I seen Deathgasm? Yes. Rock horror. It's awesome. Yeah, Mark, you've got work tomorrow. So do I. 8 o'clock start. Yay. And I will see you all later, guys. All right. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.